the request of our subscribers, the second part, with stories from the morgue. Greetings to Anita Gonzalez, Adriana Gutierrez, and Doralis Martinez, and to all the people who follow us. Souls in Worth of the Morgue. On a cold, dark night in Lima, Peru, an eerie atmosphere hung over the old hospital. The halls, once bustling and full of life, now lay silent, save for the rustling of the wind and the occasional distant tinkling of a bell. It was well known among hospital staff that the morgue was a feared and avoided place. The souls of those who had died in tragic circumstances were said to still wander the corridors of the morgue, unable to find peace. A nurse, Valeria, had heard the stories since she was a young trainee. But like many people, she dismissed superstitions as simply old wives' tales. That night, however, she would have an experience that would change her skepticism forever. Valeria was called to the morgue to collect the body of a recently deceased patient. As she descended the stairs toward the basement, a chilling sensation ran through her, but she forced herself to continue, telling herself that it was just her imagination. Upon arriving at the morgue, she found a cold and gloomy atmosphere. While she waited for the body to be handed over to her, she heard a barely perceptible whisper, like a distant echo. She tried to ignore it, but the whisper persisted, growing louder and clearer with each passing moment. With her heart pounding, Valeria finally dared to look into the darkness of the autopsy room. What she saw left her paralyzed with terror. Blurry figures moved in the shadows, ghostly silhouettes that seemed trapped between this world and the next. Unable to contain her fear, Valeria ran towards the door, but she stopped short when a cold, bony hand closed on her shoulder. She turned slowly to come face to face with the specter of a deceased patient, hollow eyes staring at her with icy intensity. At that moment, Valeria understood that the stories of lost souls in the morgue were not simple superstitions, but a terrifying reality. With a scream of terror, she broke free from the specter's grasp and fled the morgue, certain that she would never again underestimate the power of the supernatural in the dark corners of Peru's hospitals.